My friends, Easter Island Moais were moved in reed boats by Inca King Topa Inca Yupanqui and his 20,000 men around 1480 AD. Once the Moai was sculpted, the reed boat was placed on top of it, covering the Moai and locking the head position in the part of the reed boat which was raised, and then the reed boat was pulled, pulling the Moai with it. Totora reed is a subspecies of the giant bulrush sedge. It grows around Lake Titicaca, the middle of coast of Peru, and on Easter Island in the Pacific Ocean. My friends, there's a Pacific expedition legend. Topa Inca Yupanqui made a Pacific expedition with almost 20,000 men around 1480 AD to explore Pacific islands. He called these Nina Chumpi, Firebelt, and Hawa Chumpi. The voyage is mentioned in the history of the Incas by Pedro Sarmiento de Gamboa in 1572. Pedro Sarmiento describes the expedition as follows. There arrived at Tumbes some merchants who had come by sea from the west, navigating in balsas with sails. These are the Totora reed boats with sails, where there were many people and much gold. Topa Inca, determined to go there, caused an immense number of balsas to be constructed, in which he embarked more than 20,000 chosen men. Topa Inca navigated and sailed on until he discovered the islands of Avachumpi and Nina Chumpi. They were trophies he brought back and were preserved in the fortress of Cusco until the Spaniards came. The duration of this expedition undertaken by Topa Inca was 9 months. These islands were none other than the Easter Islands. There is enough evidence which relates Easter Island to Peru. Researchers have pointed out similarities in culture. The way the Moais were moved is shown by my explanation, and further research would point to the same conclusion. No aliens were involved in their movement. Human power along with sturdy reed boards and ropes were used. The standing Moais were carved in the standing position at the stone's location and later transported by covering them with reed boards, closing them with ropes and pulling the reed boards along with the Moai inside. The reed boards provided the cushion and less friction on grass. Once at the location, the reed boat was pulled in vertical position and opened up, leaving the Moai in its intended location. The Moais are the sailors which came along with the Inca king and died on the voyage or later died on the island. The remaining men carved the sculptures in their memory. 1,000 reed boats with sails were used by 20,000 men, so about 500 surviving boats were likely used. The Rapa Nui people of Easter Island use Totora reeds, locally known as Nagatu. Moais are mostly in three forms: standing, sitting, and laying down. My friends, this is a picture of sitting Moai and a laying Moai. The laying Moai was never intended to be raised and moved. This was sculpted for it to be just there in that position. The reason being the class structure of the society. Some people were used to be buried in standing position, some in laying position, and some in sitting position. This is the gold ceremonial mask from La Liche Valley in Peru. Please notice the earrings and the very similar earrings on the Moais. So my friends, Moais were thus moved by reed boats and they didn't come flying from anywhere. Nor it was an alien job. Most of the ordinary people were working for the king and with stones, either building palaces or catering to the needs of the royal family. These studied reed boats are still being made in the region. Thank you very much.